Hi Libra, this is your monthly horoscope reading for October 2018. So let's clear the deck and we'll ask the guides to surround this reading with love and light. Let's see what's in store for Libras for October 2018. We'll start with the beginning of the month for Libras. Beginning of the month, October 2018. Beginning of the month. October for Libras, beginning of the month. Happy birthday to those of you that celebrate your birthday this month. So let's see. Beginning of the month for Libras. Okay. So the beginning of the month, let's see. So I do see that some of you are connecting maybe with another air sign. This could be you. It could also be an Aquarius or Gemini. To get some kind of advice. It could be due to your career, like trying to get more information about your career. But I'm seeing that it probably has more to do with a relationship that you're not sure of. It could even be like you're getting legal advice, maybe for a separation, or something like that. Now, the new moon is in your sign in Libra on the 8th. And I am seeing that a lot comes up around that time for you. I'm feeling that, you know, that new moon, there's a lot of challenging things that come up in terms of relationships and just issues in your relationships. It's like kind of like shining a big spotlight on any and all issues that you might have been kind of overlooking, or you may have been just kind of ignoring or allowing, you know, bad behaviors and whatnot. This could be with an earth sign, maybe a Taurus, or this relationship that's not working could be with a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn. It's somebody that's sort of really obsessed in your life with material gain, and they are maybe focusing too much on that rather than like logic, and maybe they're pursuing things just for the sake of pursuing things. In any case, a lot of clarity comes to you again. So the Ace of Swords is coming up here around that moon. And the Ace of Swords plus the moon card in reverse is coming up around that new moon time, which is the 8th of October. And also I'm seeing like these questions about relationships are also occurring because, of course, Venus goes retrograde on the 6th of October. Venus is your ruling sign. Now, if I confused you last month and said, you know, Venus was retrograding in September, the shadow, yes, but it's actually retrograding, I believe, in the sign of Scorpio starting October 6th to November 16th, but the shadow goes right up until the 18th, if that makes sense. So you're not kind of out of the woods once it, you know, goes direct. There's still that shadow period on both ends. So sorry if that was confusing in the last month's video. Okay, so I do feel like Venus retrograding and that new moon both bring light to relationships that are out of balance, particularly with an earth sign potentially, or another air sign. The air sign, I feel like, is someone you're going to for advice about this earth sign. You know, it's just, it could be, again, in terms of career. And if it is, the guidance that I'm getting for you is to sort of branch off and on your own, maybe do something involving entrepreneurial pursuits. Because the card that's coming up is the Nine of Pentacles. You know, and this card says being happily and successfully self-employed and cherishing time alone. And that's just followed by the Ace of where the Ace of Swords comes up first, and that's a card about just bringing clarity to a situation, seeing things clearly, divine intervention, new ideas, and a reminder not to be deterred by challenges along the way. Challenges being that I'm seeing really is this reverse Moon card and the reverse Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, something going on there with a relationship and lies and perhaps deceit, or maybe illusions. Maybe you're seeing that earth sign for what they really are, not what you wanted them to be. Maybe you're seeing that things are at a balance between both of you. So let's just see, moving into the middle of the month for Libra. Middle of the month for Libra. Middle of October for Libras. Okay. So moving into the middle of the month, after that new moon on the 8th of 8th, 9th, depending on where you live in the world, I am seeing, career changes that are positive. The 6 of Wands comes up, which, success and public recognition. It could be a promotion or just acknowledgement of the work you're doing. And then I'm also seeing, the 4 of Wands, so things balancing out in terms of a relationship. Your personal life is contented. So this could be around the 14th of October, 16th of October, the 18th of October. I am seeing, the Justice card coming up. So those of you that might have been involved in legal pursuits or legal matters, this card is an indication that, that's going to go in your favor. Then the 2 of Wands coming up, also, sorry, just going back to the Justice card. This card can also indicate, to take some time to review contracts that you might be signing around this time. So say that you did get this promotion here around the 16th. On the 18th, when you actually have to go to sign your paperwork for your new position or whatever, make sure you read all the fine print. And then I am seeing some new partnerships developing. So this is a lot of career stuff going on mid-month. And then I am seeing, around the 17th of October, so in the midst of all that positive stuff going on, I am seeing, you are still worried and about, just where you're putting your money or investing your time. So the 7 of Pentacles comes up. It's a card about being patient and not worrying, really. It's just a reminder, like, don't worry, just be patient. Things aren't happening overnight. So now the end of October. So end of October, let's see for Libras, what's happening there. End of October for Libras. End of October for Libras. So now we have the full moon that happens in Taurus. That's happening on the 24th of October. And I am seeing around that time, things get a little bit petty with people around you. The 5 of Wands comes up. I'm seeing the 2 of Swords, so some bickering, some battles maybe. There could be a decision you need to make in your personal life with people, or even in your professional life. There could be some people that are competing and just are super, super ambitious, but they're trying to sort of throw you under the bus. So just keep that in mind. I am seeing around that, a few days after the full moon, actually, there's a shift that happens within you, more like an internal shift about realizing you have to make some major life changes. And this could be in terms of career, but I'm feeling like it's more in terms of the people you have in your life. You might have to drop some people. The Star card comes up in reverse. I'm seeing for sure like that full moon really takes a lot of out of you energetically. Um, you know, not only do you have these people on the outside of you creating these little petty battles, but internally there's a lot going on, a lot of things that come up that sort of surprise you. Now, I am seeing more into November, so around the 2nd of November, and we'll talk about that more next month, but where, you know, you get some psychic downloads. I feel like, you know, that time of year where the veil between worlds gets, there's less of a barrier. You get some psychic downloads and more clarity or confusion can come from that because, you know, it might, like I said, this full moon in Taurus really stirs the pot for you. So let's see if there's any other messages for Libra that I might have left out. Any messages for Libra that I might have left out. Any messages for Libra for October. So that's kind of nice. So it says, love life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So in terms of the things that get stirred up and the petty battles and things that happen, you know, I am seeing, you know, at the beginning of the month, definitely there's some issues and things that come to the surface, but, you know, I feel like if you're willing to work through them, then, you know, you will be better off in the end. There's just honesty and integrity that needs to be put on the table, whether that's with you or with the other party. That's, you know, obviously in your, the ball's in your court to figure that part out. But definitely, you know, I feel like it's going to be a bit of a process and not going to happen overnight, and to have patience and wait for, you know, the guidance rather than sort of making choices based on feelings that come up from that full moon that stirs everything up. Like, I wouldn't make or take any actions at that time. Just, you know, make notes, journal, you know, be aware of your feelings, be honest with yourself. It's really easy for Libras to think about the other person and to forget themselves in the equation, and that's never good for any relationship. So just being honest with yourself, with your partner, and this goes also translates into your career as well. You know, you have to be honest with your supervisor, with your boss, with your coworkers, of what you need to be happy in that setting. I hope that helps you. I will see you again here next month for the month of November. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Definitely subscribe, and if you need a personal reading, you can contact me with the information below. Take care.